Today, Joe is going to talk about running away from mental health. So we're running away from mental health. Joe.
Hi everyone. So let's run to happiness. A happier me equals a happier friends and family and a happier community from which I'm amongst. And for me, the first step to happiness is for me to take control of my own mind rather than let my mind take control over me. About 5 years ago, I went through a period of anxiety, turmoil. It was a bit of a dead end in my life, and I didn't know how to progress myself. And I really wanted to make a difference to people that were in a similar situation to me. And the next morning, I went on the internet and I did some research on this. And I found out about the charity Mind, which a lot of people have probably heard of. They do some fantastic work with a lot of people with mental health issues. And I wanted to give something back to people like myself through Mind. And one of the things that I found, there was loads of challenges that I could do. And bearing in mind at the time, I was really lethargic, I had quite a high BMI, and I had no inclination whatsoever to do any exercise at all. And I had like a turning point, and I wanted to do the Manchester 10K, which is a massive event in Manchester. 30,000 people do it every May bank holiday, from Deansgate right up to Old Trafford and back. Fantastic event. But I'd never run 5K in my life. In fact, I'd never run 3K. And actually, I'd never run 1K. And I didn't even know where to start to do any training. So I found a running club who, they're called the Manchester Front Runners, and they're fantastic in sort of allowing all abilities to come forward. They're not about competitiveness, and they're certainly not about racing. It's all about the running. And they sort of broke it down for me in bite-sized chunks. But I kept thinking to myself, sort of, let's run to happiness, because that'll make my friends and family a lot happier, and also the community from which I'm amongst. But I kept thinking to myself, have I bitten off more than I could chew? And week by week, it got a lot easier for me. And I was smiling a lot more. But then it got to race morning, and all of a sudden I felt really nervous, I felt really scared. But I didn't want to let my friends and family down. All of a sudden, I got a massive rush of adrenaline and energy right through me. And then the klaxon went off, and off I went. I seem to remember finishing about 48 minutes, which for me at the time I thought was really good. I probably didn't pace myself that well, but I wasn't really bothered at the time. And from this moment on, I realised that I couldn't be brought down by any challenges that faced me. And I skipped forward 5 years, and I've done multiple 10Ks, half marathons and actual marathons as well. But I'm now volunteering as a running mental health advocate. And I realised that the biggest fear in my life was actually fear itself. And I'm standing here in front of you all today, and I wouldn't have been able to do this 6 months ago. And I just wanted everyone to realise that whatever your goal is, don't stop until you reach your potential.